Yo, peace out. Good night.
Welcome back. I'm Nyasia.
I'm Cliff Mega.
And this video is all about money and managing your debt, clearing it up,
Clearing your debt and saving money.
getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
So I guess we could start with me.
Yeah.
All right. So here's how I cleared my debt. All right. So what I did was, I went to. I'm trying to think. If it was Lending Club.
Wait. First, tell them your stuff. It was your student loan.
Okay. These are the debt that I cleared up. Okay. I had a student loan. The student loan was about $2,500, a little bit over $2,500. Then the car, that was about $6,500, and I had some credit card debt that totaled to about $6,000. Okay, and altogether that was about over $13,000 in debt. How I cleared that up, I went to Lending Club, I believe it is. You know, it's a website where you go and you find, you can get loans for personal, you can get loans for...
These are any banks or like...
no, these are like investors. These are like, well, the one that I went, yeah, these are investors.
Private investors?
Private investors. Yeah, and they do have a criteria. You have to have a certain credit score, and signing up on the website will automatically show you your credit score, so you'll know. And then what that website does is match you up with lenders who will finance you. You know, it matched me up depending on what you want. I went for a personal loan, and I was only able to get a personal loan for about $6,000. I wanted more. I wanted about $7,000, but I was only able to get $6,000. And the interest rate was kind of high. I'm trying to remember what the interest rate was.
And two, you said it was like $210?
It was about $210 a month. But I wound up getting it, and it was the interest rate, I think it was 13%. It was pretty high. It was for 3 years, but you have a choice. They give you a choice if you want the 5-year loan, and they show you how much you'll be paying per month and everything like that, and you choose, and then they run your credit again, and people, where I went through Lending Club, the particular finance company was Prosper Loans. They financed me, and they had like private investors that can invest their money into me. So you have to wait and get it funded. Mine was funded in a day. So it really depends on, you know, the investors, if they feel like your credit worthiness. And it's not like your credit has to be all that high, because at first my credit wasn't really that high. It was in the 6. I think it was in the 600s. So
Where it's at now?
right now it's 701. So with that particular loan, like I said, you just got to make sure you're able to pay it back. I was able to pay mine back within less than a year because I used my income tax, because it don't make no sense to go 3 years of paying that loan when once you get your income tax, it was around income tax season, look, right after, you could just pay it back like that.
Tell them also too, like you got it, you know, the reason because of you didn't want to pay all the different individual bills. So tell them
right.
That.
So the reason why I got the personal loan is because I wanted to consolidate my bills. Okay, I didn't want to pay this credit card, that credit card. That's like so many bills. It's like you have all these bills to pay each month, and you don't want all these bills to pay each month. So what you do is get a personal loan. I was fortunate enough to not have collateral. Like, you know, they didn't ask for any collateral or anything like that. Yeah, it was good enough just on my credit score. So they will tell you, and you will see your credit score on that website. Every time you log in, they show you your credit score. They tell you if it's good, not good, fair, you know, depending. And then they'll say, and then they'll, like I said, they'll match you up to lenders that will qualify you depending on what your credit score is. Okay, so I used that personal loan that was $6,000 to pay off my all my credit cards. So now I have no bills for credit cards, you know. And how I paid off the car was through income tax.
Pay them to the income tax.
Because income tax and the rest of my student loan income tax. I just use that. But so if you were looking to like just pay off your debt, so you just have to pay one bill per month, which I eliminated all of mine. So definitely do the personal loans. They got credit card consolidation as well. But I guess I didn't like the interest rates. I didn't get that. So on that website, it's like different things. Like you can go on the mortgage, you can go on the personal loans, you can go on the credit card, you can go on the student loans to help you get all of that. You know, so I believe it's Lending Club, but I'll double check. I'll have it down in the description box. Okay. And my husband wants to give you some tips
for like with the saving now. Like we done with all the debt, like
no debt, debt free
for
no car payment,
2015,
no student loan
payment, no student loans,
no credit card bills, unless you buy something here and there.
Now they keep trying to throw the loans at us, and we don't even want it.
Yeah, so now when you pay up all your debt, it's like now everybody want to like lend you money, like here you go, here you go.
Quick to give you the money, quick. Quick. But like now like we're not really we use that to our advantage now with the credit and stuff, but we don't really mess with it too much. But when we do, it's to benefit us. Don't use it because you just want to get a TV and stuff like you going off of emotions. Get it to to benefit you whatsoever. But my thing now is just for people that don't have good credit, or if you don't have any credit, you should learn to borrow from yourself. I mean, like you'll be able to save better. Like if you have separate money, like a stash, you borrow from yourself. But what you do is when you borrow from yourself, you borrow on when you get paid. So what you do is you'll take like maybe $200 to $300 whatsoever, and you'll take that out when you get paid. So you'll have, in your mind is telling you that you got extra money to do whatever, but you make sure you do right with it. If you got a car, fill your car tank up, take care of whatever bills, but you'll have extra money. And that 200 whatever that you take out from yourself, you make sure you put it back next week. Now this all falls under, you got to find out like who you are. You got to borrow the money, because some people, they're not quick to pay themselves back, but they might be able to pay the person that they borrow from. But if you can't pay somebody back, and you definitely can't pay yourself, then this is kind of hard. Like you on a whole other level. Like you really have to find out what type of what can you save. You got to find out what type of person you are meeting. You like, well, can I save $5? Can I save $10? And find out how long. You keep putting it down until it reaches a certain number, $40 or $50, and then if you notice that you touch it and grab it, then like you really got to work on be able to pay yourself. And other strategy that you could use, like if you that bad off, you have to I would say somebody that you don't really like, put their face on anytime that you go in the store to buy something, pretend that they're the owner of that product, and be like, would I really support this person? Because we just buying stuff and making people rich.
We are, definitely. And
we need to stop that. Like, you need to stop making these people rich. Like, you be like I said, like, when you go in the store and you buy something, you ain't really thinking about it. You don't care. So what you got to do is put the image in your head of a person you don't like. Maybe it's your boss. You go in there and be like, my boss owns Walmart, and my boss owns Target, and when I go here, I'm buying his product and I'm making him rich. And you really think hard about it, like, yes, this is my boss' place, and he owns this, and blah, blah, blah. Whoever you don't like, that girlfriend that you don't like, or whatever. Well, they ain't your girlfriend if you don't like her whatsoever, but just you need to get out of this thing of spending, constantly spending. You need to pay yourself whatsoever. We really have to start paying ourselves. So some people, like, if you like to know more, whatever, and it depends on, like I said, what type of spender you are, or how, what degree of how you saving. But that's how I save. You could borrow from yourself, or you could borrow from somebody.
Well, most people might say, well, how I'm gonna borrow for myself? I don't got no money. How am I gonna borrow zero?
Well, if you don't have no money at all, the first thing you got to get up the money. If you got a job, just push to do some overtime whatsoever. Push to do some overtime, get that money up first. Then you can start borrowing from yourself.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
that's how you could try to establish some money. But like I said, it depends on what type of level you on. Like some people already they already kind of good savers. They might be able to save a little $50 a week, and that's good, whatever. So this will probably be for them. But like the other people that you can't save nothing at all, you have to acknowledge that you have a problem if you can't save nothing, especially for the time that we living in. Like you can't just be a spender. You can't just be spending all of your money. Like really sit down and think about it. You can't just spend all of your money that you work hard for the whole week. That it took you a whole week to get this check, and then you get the money, and it takes about 2 hours for you to just blow it like that. Like that don't make sense. So
That's true.
you really have to think hard about, what your money is going to, like what you're gonna put it in.
I remember we was having this conversation about like how everybody's getting paid.
Yeah.
The telephone company's getting paid, cable company's getting paid, your cell phone company's getting paid.
Everybody's making money.
Everybody's making money, but nothing is coming back. Nothing is coming back to you. So like, start paying yourself. That's what a lot of millionaires say, that you have to pay yourself.
Yep.
And you're like, what? Pay yourself? That don't even make sense. But pay yourself means like, if it's just like saving. You say this money, this $30 or this $100 or whatever your budget is for me. So I'm paying myself, and I'm putting it away, and I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it. I'm paying myself.
Yeah.
So that's what paying yourself means.
Yeah.
So just think of it like that. You dishing out money to this person, that person. So now I think differently, because I love to shop. Okay, it's still in the back of my mind. I'm a female. Females love to shop, but what motivates me more is earning money. Because I'm like, okay, like even when we was about to get a house, we haven't got a house yet, but it's in our plans, it's in our goal. We're just trying to figure out a good strategy. I'm like, everybody's getting paid. Like, you got to put down the deposit, and the realtor's getting paid. The bank is getting paid. The mortgage, not the mortgage. Well, that's the bank. The inspector is getting paid because they got to inspect the house.
Yeah, you got to get that inspector. Definitely.
Everybody's getting paid, and you say, well, you're getting the house, but it's not an asset. Yeah. It's a liability because you're dishing out money, so you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that getting the house is a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing. Learn how to play the game. That's why it's almost like it's like chess. So that's why we're taking our time with figuring out how we're gonna go about purchasing the house, because it's all around money and how you save your money, how you invest your money. And my husband always tell me, don't be an emotional buyer. And I was like that before, until I realized everybody's getting money. I want money, I want the money to start coming back to me. And that motivated me because I have an entrepreneurial blood, so in me. So that motivated me when he switched it around, like that. So.
And definitely too, like you said, like other thing too, if you work and you're going on lunch, try to buy your food in bulk. Take your lunch with you, like especially if you're somebody you want to start eating healthy. Take your lunch with you to work. Take an apple, a banana. You don't really, the lunch is so expensive and it adds up for during the week, and these people don't care about you. They just care about getting your money. Yeah. You can't, it's not like you could go there and say, hey, would you support me and buy this for me? They're not going to buy it. Now, if they do, and they prove me wrong, now, hey, work with them. Somebody willing to buy something for you, but out of 1 out of 100, I doubt that they're going to want to buy something. They're going to tell you, get out of here.
They're business.
Yeah.
And they are in business to make a profit.
Yeah. So that's the other way to make money. Within, like I said, like you working on the job, take your lunch with you, whatever. Buy your lunch for the week. That's gonna save you a whole lot of money. And buy healthy. It's definitely gonna be cheaper. An apple and a banana, so whatever is It is not gonna kill you. Whatever. You make a sandwich, you're gonna be good. Don't, like I said,
Take
don't
some
get
nuts.
this thing of
No
just
harm.
constantly spending and dishing out that money whatsoever and stuff. Start thinking about, I need to put more of the money in my pocket.
So money isn't. It's like, money is power, really, if you think about it. Because like if you don't agree with a business, or you don't agree with the government, or if you don't agree with whomever, all you gotta do is pull your money out and see how things change. Say if all of us get together and say, well, we don't like, we're gonna say Bargate or Walmart or something like that, right? And we don't like the way they treating us or something like that. We just all stop shopping there. Don't you think they'll change their policies if they start losing money?
Hey, you can see that from when in New York. Look how all the business, you said Walmart, what's the name? They didn't want them in New York. I mean, the only place they at is in Long Island, but everywhere else, the business band together and they couldn't come in. They couldn't come to Harlem, Brooklyn, whatsoever, because the business band together, and it was like, nah, it's the same way as the people. If we don't spend our money in a place, they're either gonna have to fix it to our liking, or they're gonna have to leave. Right. But it's us as the people that need to get it in our head, and the best way to get it in your head is to pretend like you're a business. You want to be a business partner with this store, or whatever, and you want to do business with them. So just go there and pretend like you want to sell something. Be like, hey, I'm going to sell something, this and that. And tell them, I was thinking about buying something in here, but, I want to, do some business. And like I said, most likely they're going to tell you, get out of here, because they got all these other people. And that should be something to wake you up.
Definitely. So there's definitely power in the people when we choose to spend our money, and circulate our money in different communities and different businesses and stuff like that. We need to start holding them accountable and stuff. And I know it's a habit. We go to these stores and it's a habit because we like the products and stuff like that. And it's that heart, goes back to the heart and that emotional spending.
Yeah.
So once we tame that and figure out that it's power in it, and it's not a handicap, it's not a crutch, it's power in it. Because once we put control and over our heart and where we want to put our money, bam, we can make a difference. So we want to end this off with that. Hope that gave you some great tips, and I hope we didn't make this too long. But if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And of course, we wish you much love.
Peace out.